Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Hello, my name is Tanay Tiwari and welcome to Buzz This Week, the only show that is as consistent as paparazzis outside celeb weddings. फर्क सिर्फ एक है कि वो मैच के बाहर खड़े रहते हैं और उनको कभी-कभी फोटोज नहीं मिलते। हम मैच देखते हैं, हमें क्रिकेट न्यूज़ और मीम्स हमेशा मिलते हैं। इस हफ्ते भी मिले और लाइव भी हैं on the show this week. The week of turbulence in Indian cricket. England stutter at the Gabba and Gaikwad and Iyer shine bright. The Indian Test team for the South Africa tour was announced, and the biggest takeaway from that squad was Rohit Sharma's promotion as India's Test vice captain. But the fans looked at that media release and went like, "Kuch to gadbad hai." Gadbad to hai. Because if you look at that media release carefully, you'll see that towards the end of it, the BCCI have also said that Rohit Sharma will now lead India in ODIs as well. He'd already taken over the T20I captaincy. Now he will be India's ODI captain. Now, go back to when Virat Kohli decided to step down as India's T20I captain. He said that he wanted to focus on tests and ODIs. Former Indian captain and now the BCCI president Saurav Ganguly in his statement said that BCCI never wanted Virat Kohli to give up the T20I captaincy. Once he did, the selectors deemed fit that there be one white ball captain for India in the shorter formats. But the media release doesn't mention anything about Virat Kohli. There are so many unanswered questions. Was he sacked? Was he contacted? How did the meetings go about? I know you want to know it. I know it. But I can't tell you because you have to go to Cricbuzz Plus and read this very detailed, very intricate report from Mr. Vijay Tagore that tells you the inside details of what happened and how the BCCI came upon this decision to make Rohit Sharma India's ODI captain. देखो मेरा काम था टीजर देना, मैंने आपको दे दिया है। अगर आप ये रिपोर्ट नहीं पढ़ोगे ना तो बाय गॉड मान लो मेरी बात, बहुत कुछ मिस करोगे। As for missing out, Ajinkya Rahane did not miss out on that tour of South Africa. He is on that plane to play that test series, only that he will not be India's vice captain. Other inclusions there are the return of Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Rishabh Pant, while the likes of Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel and Shubman Gill miss out because of injuries. और आपको याद दिला दूं मैं, ये जो टेस्ट मैच 17 से शुरू होने वाला था, अब वो 26 से शुरू होगा। आपकी भी हालत कहीं पैपराज़ी जैसी ना हो जाए ना कि आप मैच के बाहर खड़े हो और कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है। होगा ही नहीं मैच, कैसे समझ आएगा? 26 से मैच विल बी हियर। याद दिलाते रहेंगे आपको। The first morning of an Ashes series is always filled with nervous excitement, right? There's nerves, but there's also excitement. The only problem is England at the Gabba seemed like having carried a lot of nerves in their excess baggage. They won the toss, opted to bat first, and were bundled out in no time.
खत्म, bye bye, टाटा, goodbye, गया।
नहीं, अभी खत्म टाटा goodbye नहीं हुआ। Then of course Australia piled on their misery with the bat. David Warner played a great hand. Travis Head scored a brilliant century, a fast century, something that gave Australia a lot of momentum. Then England clawed their way back. David Malan and Joe Root strung a beautiful partnership together. Seemed like England were getting back in the game, only for it all to fizzle out on the morning of day 4. As a result, Australia won the first test match. England are 1-0 behind in the Ashes. England, just saying, India without their main bowlers at the Gabba, उन्होंने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को
खत्म, bye bye, टाटा, goodbye, गया।
खत्म टाटा goodbye कर दिया। Just saying, no pressure. The Vijay Hazare Trophy is ongoing, and as is Ruturaj Gaikwad's form. यार ये आदमी रुकने का नाम ही नहीं ले रहा है। He scored 3 consecutive centuries in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, leading Maharashtra from the front. While there's someone else who's performing really well in the Vijay Hazare Trophy as well. The same guy who became the envy of every salaried employee, जिसकी salary 20 लाख से सीधा 8 करोड़ हो गई, Venkatesh Iyer. He starred with the bat and with the ball against Kerala. He scored an 84 ball 112 and then picked 3 crucial wickets too. And then backed it up with a spectacular 151 versus Chandigarh. Venkatesh Iyer right now seems unstoppable. यार मैं अकेला हूं क्या जिसको अभी से IPL का वेट नहीं हो रहा है? But whilst we wait for the IPL, remember that the COVID threat is real and it continues to cast its shadows on cricket tours. The latest being the West Indies team that travelled to Pakistan. Members of that West Indies team, including Sheldon Cottrell, Roston Chase, Kyle Myers, and a non-coaching member, have all tested positive upon their arrival in Pakistan. The good news is that the rest of the squad have all returned 2 negative RT-PCR tests and are ready to play. All that we can hope for is for the players who tested positive to recover quickly and for this COVID shadow to stay away from cricket all across the world. Your last challenge this week is to tell me how happy are you with the way India's ODI captaincy shift has happened. Could they have done something differently? Is this the correct decision? बहुत सारी बातें हैं. आपके ओपिनियन जानना चाहता हूँ मैं. कैसे भेजेंगे आप अपने ओपिनियन? भेजेंगे ना? #BuzzThisWeek, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, हम सब जगह हैं. आप अपने ओपिनियंस भेजिए. सुनने हैं मुझे. That's all that we have for you in this episode of Buzz This Week. Until next week, मास्क लगा लो यार. वो जो ओमिक्रॉन आया है ना, उसको दिख नहीं रही है वैक्सीन्स. जी हाँ, जैसे रोरी बर्न्स को नहीं दिखी थी मिचेल स्टार्क की वो बॉल, इस वेरिएंट को वैक्सीनेटेड अनवैक्सीनेटेड में फर्क नहीं है, सबको इन्फेक्ट कर रहा है. ध्यान से, मास्क अप.